Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Sigil here, welcome back to our video. So in this one, we're gonna do another one of those my top 7 teams for soul raids for the at least beginning of the year 2025, because I don't know what's gonna change. And they're not gonna be in any particular order. If you would want to order them, for the most part, you can kind of order them by how fast we manage to kill the fights. But yeah, we're gonna begin with one of my actually I'm not really sure this can one shots, and I'm at tier 1 here, so I want to first use the teams that they have a guaranteed will one shots. So yeah, let's though this probably does it.
Failure is your greatest fear.
Yeah, it's fine if somebody survives and we don't one shot here, we can do a cleanup with a team that we are 100% sure would do 2 billion damage. Like we can just use Puppet Beast Boy to clear this, and everybody kind of knows that Puppet Beast Boy is great. But yeah, Killer Frost Scorpion is actually a team that I've been having a lot of fun with lately. And is pretty much the best team for Killer Frost, and kind of the only team for the most part. I have Beta Club at level 10 for passive stats, but Beta Club is not required. Like, it's gonna help a bit because it helps me activate Infinite Power a lot easier. And now we just spam this a little bit to make sure we don't lose Infinite Power.
Reduced to ashes. Wildfire. Fight honorably. Incinerate.
And we super move.
Fight honorably.
Put him in the corner.
Feel the heat.
But yeah, I would definitely not call this one of the strongest teams ever.
Reduced to ashes.
Am I missing some? No, I haven't fully stacked the damage buff yet. Yeah, there we go. The values didn't seem right, but yeah, now we got some good values in there. The damage buff wasn't stacked. This is not like the greatest team, but it's eventually gonna get to 2 billion damage you need, so you need a good amount of passive stats. Like for example, here we don't have maxed out passive stats, but we're not that far away from that thing being true. Kinda messed up the combo there, but it's fine. This is very easy to play. You might have trouble triggering Puppet at the start. And I don't know how easy it will be to keep Puppet active if you have a lower level Puppet. Like, that's another thing to note. But once you get this going, it's gonna do pretty well for you. Though again, it's not like guaranteed 2 billion damage against fights. And star rating on Scorpion is another factor that is a bit important. So definitely top 6 free-to-play teams, or top 7, but not in the top 3. Definitely not in the top 3, but they get the job done. I think we're actually gonna kill this with a lot more time left than I was expecting.
Reduced to ashes. Incinerated. Wildfire. Feel the
Okay.
heat.
Yeah, we're gonna easily kill him.
Wildfire.
I think Beta Club did help a bit, because the seconds that we're gonna remain with here are gonna be basically the seconds that it would have taken me to activate Puppet. So without Beta Club, I guess we activate Puppet a bit slower, but I don't feel it's too impactful. I'm only using it because it gives me passive stats too. Okay, so here we have Black Adam with the Kryptonite Spear. We got Puppet on Banshee. Let me check if it's the right Puppet, because I got 2 level 10 Puppets now. And now I gotta check. Yeah, it's the right one. It's got... Oh, though, can we get some more epic lethal damages? I'm actually gonna leave this in the video, because Artifact Talent rerolls is not necessarily something you see every day, and it's also quite an annoying process. And I'm not gonna multi-reforge this because that's a precious resource, so if we get what we want faster than the maximum amounts that we have, that'll be great. But I doubt we're gonna get it. I think I'm at the point where I've wasted like 100 of those on this specific Puppet artifacts. Nope, attack is not better than 20% lethal damage. I just want epic lethal damage. That's the only thing I want here. Nothing else. Come on. Come on, buddy. Generally speaking, kind of on every single damage dealing artifact, you want lethal damage. Like dot damage and hazard dot damage is also fine on artifacts. Hazard dot damage on God Killer for Bathroom Underground, and dot damage on Dark Metal cards because you're using it with League of Anarchy. But yeah, it's basically the same bonus, so you don't have to worry about it. It's both included with dot and hazard dots, but other than hazard dot and dot damage and lethal damage, I don't think there's anything else worth it for damage dealing purposes. Attack is too little, and damage on specials is garbage, and we got absolutely nothing. That's amazing. But yeah, I'm gonna stop using. I mean, I'm using Beta Club still for passive stats, but I'm not gonna even tag the character that holds Beta Club, because then I'm gonna get mentally challenged people in the comments being like, "Oh, he's got Beta Club, that's why he's able to activate Puppet. I can't activate Puppet. I can't have Beta Club." No, we're not. We're not gonna do that. But yeah, this team I'm not really sure I can do 2 billion damage with. This is a team that needs a lot. Needs a lot of passive stats and maybe needs a high health opponent a little bit. So that's so Banshee can steal some attack with a class passive. Black Adam, you don't have to have him in this team specifically, but I see that we're kind of doing a lot more damage when he's in the team, and it gets me a lot closer to one-shotting, if not straight up into one-shotting range. But Martian Mantra, I feel like it's a must for this team. I generally speaking keep him with the Beast Boy team, but Beast Boy doesn't really need him, but Sir Banshee does need him for the... Bro, you got crazy unlucky there, not disabling any specials. But yeah, also crazy unlucky on non-crit on the third special. But yeah, Sir Banshee kind of tends to lose infinite power without Martian Mantra. Even if you get a level 10 puppet, that can still happen if you get unlucky, because yeah, she's blowing up negative effects to deal damage, and you're pretty much at all times missing one of the negative effects. Also, I feel like so far we have gotten absolutely crazy unlucky with the damage and the disables and everything. Like, insanely unlucky, man. If you don't want to use Black Adam, you can use Classic Wonder Woman for this team. Also helps out a lot. Giving Sir Banshee some crit damage. They're gonna have by default the defense that's required to get the crit damage from Classic Wonder Woman, because Sir Banshee's got that on the gear set. I think she's the only character in the game that has defense on 2 gears, like the base bonus of the gear, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, I don't think we're killing this. This would have to be like my 7th strongest free-to-play team. Though, where do we... Nah, there's also the question of Pet Ninja Lord Joker. That's also another thing that will be showcased here, so I'm not sure how that compares. Though we can just play it next against something that's full health and see how much damage I do. Though that too is not gonna one-shot probably. Okay, that's 1.5 billion damage. That's actually pretty bad. I was expecting a bit more than this. Because the thing is, you're not really getting much out of using this team. Because I'm not gonna showcase any Deathstroke teams, for example. But everybody's got Deathstroke because he's amazing for new players. Well, Deathstroke can do 1.4 billion damage, so this is not much of an upgrade over that. I mean, it's still good if you don't have 7 teams yet, but yeah, tends to struggle a lot, especially when you don't have maxed out passive stats, especially when it's a tier 1 boss and you're not killing a lot of attack. Hold on, so after I use this would be the 3rd team. I want to make sure I don't leave any stronger teams out, like that's a problem maybe. We got League of Anarchy being one of the. We got 4 teams left, I feel like, which is exactly 7. We got League of Anarchy, right? We got Batman the Drowned, we got Beast Boy, and we got Raven team. Am I missing anybody? Not really. Like Mr. Freeze can definitely be one of the alternatives to either Silver Banshee or the Killer Frost team, like Puppet Mr. Freeze. Probably could have done more damage with Mr. Freeze than with Silver Banshee, if I'm being fair. So yeah, either Silver Banshee or Mr. Freeze. Silver Banshee is the far more budget version for that team, but this guy is also something that's worth noting. But other than that, I think we're gonna get to showcase everything. Okay, so Lord Joker with puppets. We got a Robin here, and we got Classic Wonder Woman. Obviously, I could use the Beta Club on Classic Wonder Woman to activate the Infinite Power faster, but we're not gonna do that. We're gonna get stunned on tag in here, but it's not a big deal. As soon as I tag in and out once or twice to generate some power, we are no longer gonna be worried about that at all. Okay, that's gonna be the last time he stuns me. Drop this. Drop that again. I hope we're gonna manage to activate Infinite Power here, because we need one more. With lower level Puppet, it's gonna be a bit harder to activate this, but it can be a lot easier too, because you can use Grodd. Yeah, I messed up here. We missed the Puppet activation. And activate it with Beta Club. Oh, okay. If it remains active, I'm just gonna not care and just... No, it didn't remain active. Oh no, I think we're gonna be stuck in one of those... Yeah, my bad. We're gonna be patient. So, with this team, you can very easily mess up the entire fight if you mess up the Puppet activation. Because you're gonna be stuck in a situation... I mean, with a lot of Puppet teams, that's the case, but you can end up in a situation where when you're about to activate Infinite Power, or you manage to activate it, one of the negative effects in the back end expires. And you're just gonna almost activate it, then it goes away. No! Nah, this fight is not it. This fight is going badly. This fight is awful. Nah, bro. And again, you should use Grodd with this. Even with level 10 Puppet, I probably should have used Grodd here. This was awful, bro. And the stun on Tekken also didn't make me feel that free to take it and out to generate power. This was bad. But we're still gonna see the peak performance damage per special trait that this guy can do, because he can do a lot of damage. And I think he's a bit stronger than Silver Banshee, to be fair. But yeah, I promise, this is one of the teams, okay? This team can actually do a lot of damage. This can do a lot of damage if you play it right, and use Grodd instead of Classic Wonder Woman. Classic Wonder Woman is more damage, but it's more damage if you can actually activate Puppet, which we messed up. I messed up here. Like, this was just absolutely terrible. Haven't had a more terrible time with this team in a while. But I promise, usually it goes a little bit better. A lot better, actually. This was just awful. But yeah, you can get to the point where you're doing good 20-something mil damage per third special, which is pretty decent. Silver Banshee does a bit less on the ones that don't have disables active, does a bit more on the ones that have disable actives. This could have probably gone, if I activated it sooner, to 1.6, 1.7 billion damage. But yeah, I messed this one up badly. Okay, so over here we got Beast Boy with puppets. Yeah, I don't think anybody has any doubts that this guy can do 2 billion damage. I would say he is my second strongest team after Batman the Drowns, generally speaking. Veteran John does better into crit immunity and can do chaos tag in fights. This guy does better into chaos tag in fights and can do crit immunity, but you're never really doing that with him. And yeah, as far as teammates go, Bane serves absolutely no purpose there. Bane's just there to hold some passive stats. He's like, go Martian Manhunter, he can go Classic Wonderman, he can go a number of things, but Beast Boy doesn't really need that much help. But a Manta is nice to activate Infinite Power sooner and easier, but you don't have to have it. You can just use whatever. You can use a Power Girl or Dr. Fate. You're gonna be fine. Okay, there we go. Let's move on to the next team. Okay, so here we have Batman Drowned. Again, I don't think anybody is really doubting that this gets one shot from 2 billion health, so we're just gonna use this to do a little bit of a cleanup. For this team, you can have a number of more budget teams. I mean, not necessarily number. You go Batman Drowned, Jonestar Green Lantern, and then whatever. Silver Bane works, but you should eventually get the Robbing King for this team. We got Godzilla at level 10 here. We got Puppet at level 10 Robbing King, and we got Kryptonite Spear at level 10 on John. And this is gonna end a lot faster than it usually does, because we don't have that much health. Not even sure why I did percentage health damage, because it's doing nothing, because this guy barely got any health. Okay, you want to do a percentage health damage at the start, then do a super with Batman on the ground, then you're good to go. You're gonna absolutely kill stuff with this. Let's move on to the next team. Okay, so here we have Harley Quinn, Zatanna, and EPI. It's either Zatanna here or Girl of Steel Supergirl, but that's only if you need Zatanna somewhere else, because she is faster at stacking the damage buff. Also, honestly, I would rather go with passive stats on Zatanna than Puppet, because you're gonna be fine without Puppet on Zatanna, and it's kind of inconvenient to keep it constantly active, and you don't really need that. And a lot of times where I use Puppets, Puppet ends up expiring, and I end up not reactivating it anymore because I don't need to. It's reliant on the luck you get on these specials as far as Power Drain goes, because unless you get the max out Zatanna, it's chance based. Oh, and also as far as the luck you're getting with the Power Steal, because Power Steal is what gets you damage buff, and you can Power Steal on specials if you have a chance to do that, not a guarantee. Bro, come on, no free special, no Power Steal, and we need only one more. Come on. Come on, Zatanna. Okay, no Power Steal, but we got a free special at least. Okay, finally Power Steal again, bro. We got so unlucky to the point where Puppet would have stacked the damage buff faster. Now we just start dealing some damage with Harley. Maybe tag in enough from time to time to get some power generation going. Again, level 10 Kryptonite Spear, level 10 Beta Club as far as passive stats go for this team. This guy's not gonna kill me because he's a tier 1 boss, but for tanking stuff, you can just tag Zatanna. You don't need her alive after she has already given you the damage buff. That will stay regardless of her staying alive or not. Okay, now let's move on to the last theme that I got to showcase. Okay, so here we have Raven. We got Raiden. And we got Shazam. So let's get us going. With this team, you don't need Shazam in it. You don't even need Raiden. There's a number of characters that can do 2 billion damage with Twin Blade plus Raven. One of them is Raiden. Another one is Implant Sako, and which everybody's gonna have pretty early on. And as a third character for King, I like to have a Dr. Fate or something like that to reduce the power cost. And for Raiden, I like to have a classic Wonderman for some crit damage, but that's no longer available because we've already used it. So we're just gonna go ahead and use the Shazam for a bit more base attack, though it's not really something relevant here. Could have been literally any character in the game in that third position, and we would still have absolutely murdered this boss Catwoman. Honestly, out of all the options that you can use with this team, Raiden is the fastest one. Do I even need to reset that darkness? Okay, let's be greedy here, because we got time to restack the darkness. Nah, it's not enough time. Though, close enough, I guess. Okay, let's see if we can combo. No. Can't really combo into Catwoman with Raven. Or can I? Not that used with Raven basics. They're a bit more inconvenient to combo and shot hard characters with. Raven, nah, no problem. This man is so snappy. But y'all, I've been said, thanks so much for watching. Those would be my top 7 free-to-play themes. I promise the Batman Ninja one performs better. Okay, so now let me try to quickly order them a bit. Number 1 would have to be Batman the Drowns. Number 2, Beast Boy. Number 3, Raven Team. Number 4, League of Anarchy. Number 6, Scorpion Team. And number 7 would be the Silver Banshee Team. Oh, wait, did I say League of Anarchy twice? I think I said League of Anarchy twice. Okay, recap. Let's try again. Okay, number one would be Batman Drown. Number 2 would be Beast Boy. Number 3 would be the Raven Team. Number 4 would be League of Anarchy. Number 5 would be Scorpion Team. Number 6 would be Batman Ninja Team, and number 7 would be Silver Banshee. I think that's right. That's proper. But yeah, loving said, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. And also keep in mind you can replace a Banshee with Mr. Freeze and probably you'll get better damage. But yeah, goodbye.